Hey guys, welcome to Mr. Teej 66's Movie Reviews. I am Mr. Teej. Today's movie review will be my first new release film, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Now, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 concerns the Guardians of the Galaxy, who are now sort of a family and basically a group of sort of mercenaries for hire. And at the beginning of the film, they're hired by these gold people to protect some kind of battery from this monster and stuff or something, and it's a very inventive opening, I must say, and features a very good credit sequence. And so they protect the battery, and then Rocket decides to steal the batteries that they were protecting and go on the black market, and now the gold people are after them. And also, Kurt Russell shows up as Star-Lord's father, and he takes them to this planet that he's created, because he's called Ergo, the Living Planet. I'm not really that familiar with the comic books, so I can't really say much of anything of whether it's faithful or not. And hilarity ensues, and drama. Now, I love the first Guardians of the Galaxy. I still think it's maybe Marvel Studios' best film. It's just so quirky, so inventive, so original, that I went into this movie pretty much expecting it to not be as good, and what a surprise, it's not. The reviews aren't wrong. However, it's still a pretty darn solid movie. The special effects are first rate. It's very funny, despite not being as funny as the first film. Nevertheless, there's a lot of quotable lines. All the characters have some memorable quips that they deliver with each other. The dramatic stuff works surprisingly well. For a movie this goofy, I was not expecting it to be this moving, and it really was. The performances are all fantastic from everybody. Even Yondu is great, who's given a much meatier role this time around. My major problems with it were the gold people that are at the beginning of the movie are featured, sporadically throughout. And honestly, they're really not that interesting. And also the makeup job on them was very mediocre. It literally looked like a bunch of people that were just painted gold. It just did not look that convincing, and the movie really did not need them at all. Also, the movie becomes really cliched by the end. Explosions, special effects, things like that. I wouldn't say it was unwatchable, but after you've seen about, 50 of these, big superhero action movies, unless it's exceptionally well done, it can get kind of dull. And there's a part where Kurt Russell's character, because he actually is this planet. It's kind of only vaguely explained. I'm sure people who've read the comic books will probably go on the comment section and tell me all about it. So that's great. But there's one point where he becomes like a giant face. You know how you see in a lot of movies, a character suddenly becomes a giant face of special effects and stuff made of. I think his face is supposed to be made out of vines or something like that. And it's just made me shake my head and go, really? That's all you can come up with? Come on. There's got to be something else you could do. Kurt Russell was great in the film, but it's more the writing, I guess, that his character just kind of goes downhill. I must say, Drax gets the best lines of the movie, though, without a question. Some of the new characters are great. There's I forgot her name. The girl with the antennas. I forgot her name off the top of my head. I'm going to have to do some research before I do some more movie reviews, because her name really is escaping me right now. But she was very good. She had some dramatic material. So overall, the movie, while not as good as the first film, is absolutely worth seeing, just to deal with some of those flaws. But I would overall give this movie a B+. So that's my quick take on this movie. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time for more Mr. Teej 66's movie reviews.